Welcome to Change the Narrative. I'm your host, JD Fuller, an African-American licensed psychotherapist, professor, diversity coach, consultant, and author. We talk about the isms. We talk about the phobias, anything that marginalizes and oppresses. Everything we are not and everything we are is because of fear. Through a mental health lens, we'll have difficult conversations with celebrity guests, political activists, and everyone in between. Our mind will tell us whatever we want to believe, but the truth lives in the body, and that's where change occurs. Are you ready to change the narrative?
Leteria Bailey is a motivated Jamaican-American professional with a passion for serving and advocating for youth and people of color. Through her work serving 5 nonprofit organizations in Montgomery County, Maryland, Leteria has researched and developed digital platforms, coordinated public-facing organization events, and supported the distribution of over $1.3 million to fund countrywide youth event development programs. She is currently working with Amgen in Senior Associate Business Communications on their Salesforce platform. In 2016, Leteria founded Young Black and Aware to bring national awareness to police brutality and racism in communities of color. Young Black and Aware has garnered international recognition by highlighting social justice issues on a daily basis. As of January 2021, online engagement has surpassed 350,000 monthly. Notable supporters of Young Black and Aware include America filmmaker Ava DuVernay, activist Brittany Picnic Cunningham, and artist Bisa Butler. Welcome, Leteria Bailey.
Look, you're raising kids in all of this, and I want to know how you're emotionally impacted and how you are dealing with this. I understand the important boundary you've created for yourselves. What are you doing in your family and in your household to make it make sense?
As far as I honestly try to separate my home life from like what I do for okay, let me say this in a way that makes sense. I try to compartmentalize as best as possible, right?
You have to do that when you have kids.
Yes, because I have 2. My kids are 10 months apart. So
yeah, no, you have 2 babies. You have to.
And so, it's not like I'm sitting down with my 4-year-old having race conversation. Like at this point, he has no idea he's black, brown, blue, white. He don't know yet. And I'm the type of parent that's conscious enough to know that I will have to have that conversation at some point. And I have the tools to be able to do it and communicate it differently in a way where my kids won't feel like they have to be less than in order to be safe,
Yeah.
And so it is something that crosses my mind because my son is getting older. He's about to be 5. He's also pretty big for his age, right? People might think that he's 6, and he's only 4. And he has like super strength, right?
Okay.
So like that are naturally good, for my little black boy. I'm thinking like, okay, but I have to make sure you know how to act in certain situations, even if it's kindergarten class, because
especially kindergarten.
Yes, just in Montgomery County last year, they called the police on a 5-year-old.
No, you have to.
They handcuffed him.
I saw that.
Brought him to the police station. So, people will look at us like we're crazy when we tell them like this is very real for us. But these are all things that are in the back of my mind that me and my husband have to keep in mind when we're raising our kids.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't take it for granted. It's very real and it has to be conscious. By the way, you and your husband are so cute.
Thank you.
Really adorable family.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, for real. And I really respect the journey that you're on.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean that sincerely. So
you're making me smile over here.
Wait, say that again.
I say you're making me smile over here.
Oh, yeah, as well you should. You have a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
Okay, so you put up a GoFundMe page on your Instagram for Amir Locke. Can you talk about that and why?
Yeah. So Originally, I posted the information as soon as I heard about it, right? Because when I hear this stuff, I get in journalism mode. I'm like, okay, my people need to know what's going on, and I'm trying to grab, pieces of information from, sources I think you can actually learn from, right? So when I found out about Amir, I always go to hashtags first. So I'm seeing what other people are posting so I can make sure I understand the situation. Because when it originally happened, let's just recap for those that might not know. He was in Minnesota sleeping in his family member's apartment. They barge in, no knock, shoot him dead. He's sleeping on the couch, basically, waking up out his sleep. And he was what, 22 years old? He was young. He was young. He was a baby. And I was just so impacted by that again. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do my part, put the information out. I've one of my old friends who actually moved to Minnesota, she posted this whatever I wrote in the caption. And I asked her, I was like, can I share this with my followers? Because it was super informative and I feel like they need to have this information. And then I went and found the family's GoFundMe because his funeral obviously was coming up, and shared the GoFundMe with my followers and just appeal to them to share. And that post on my end was shared over 24,000 times. And, so yes, it still happens, but to know that you can impact that many people to share that information, it just kind of shows that one person can have a large impact. Right? Because I don't know how many people from those 24,000 saw what they posted, and was then aware of the BS that is happening in America continuously.
They can, the police can kill someone and then the taxpayers pay for it when it comes to the settlement. I just feel the need to say that constantly, that people just need to hear that. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate you highlighting that death. I mean, they're all horrible, and this was horrible, and I just don't know what's going to happen, but we need to keep on talking about it. That's about it. And acting.
We cannot let up.
Absolutely.
And that's why even on like the anniversaries of, people that have been murdered or their birthdays, we'll try to uplift them because like we didn't forget. We didn't forget.
They were not murdered in vain. We will keep their memory alive. Absolutely.
Yes.
So, what I also appreciate about your social media is that you seem to cover a full range of emotions. You have parties and you get serious, you get emotional, you have lunch, you in a snack time. I mean, you just give it all. And it's all about an authentic self. How does this support or challenge your mental health and your family life that you cover a full range of emotions? And you've already said you have boundaries, you compartmentalize. Is there anything you would add to that?
Yes. I think what also helps me in this journey that I'm on with Young Black and Aware is that I genuinely have a passion for social media. So something that would be considered like a lot of hard work for someone else, for me, I'm naturally inclined to doing that, so for me to, repurpose my passion for something that is helping my people and helping to teach white people who may have not otherwise known, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm actually making a real difference. So
it helps your mental health.
For me, it does. It provides like a certain validation, like to keep going. I'm like, you're not doing this for nothing. Even though I'm not gonna lie, some family members and I could even say my spouse, has not always been super supportive of the energy that I'm putting into it, you know, because some people only associate success with money. Right. And I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing it.
You know, a lot of people are, though. A lot of people are.
Oh, and I see them. I see those pages. I know those pages that are ran by non-Black people that are profiting off of our trauma and our culture. I know. Mm-hmm.
And I like to bring some of those voices on that I think are trying to give them the chance to talk about it, but always make it clear it has to be centered in those for whom experience the white supremacy most. And that is their job. That is their job. And it's also, you know, people of color who can only get close to this by doing it monetarily, because if I'm going to be in all this pain, then at least I can find a way to make a living while I'm doing it. So I think
you know what? For me, for the people of color that do it and that create the content and that put the time and effort in, I believe that they do deserve to be paid for their work. You know, it takes time, it takes energy. A lot of people are, let's be honest, broke. Okay, I was working a full-time job, still broke. You know what I'm saying? By the grace of God, you know, there have been some blessings in my family where, you know, my husband got a new job. I've recently been blessed with a new role. And so, you know, I'm not like at the place that I was before, but just saying that I can resonate, because it's like you're spending a lot of time, you're spending effort. You know, for me, it's a lot more than just a post. Like I think about everything. I think about the text, the captions, the hashtags, the tags and stuff like that. And sometimes I don't always get to the tags, and my followers do get on me about that. They'll be like, tag this person. And I'm like, y'all help me.
That's great. That really is. Yeah, it really is community. I really appreciate that. You know, there was something else that happened that I was just so right on, which was your Juneteenth post. I must have reposted that about 3 times. Was that lunch or snack?
It was actually a toaster strudel. And it was bussin'.
I cannot tell you how much I love that post, man. I just reposted it today again.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. Been shared a bunch of times. That one did really well, and I'm glad.
It was just, I don't even know how to describe how great it was, because it was facts. It was like, look, I'm interrupting my snack, and because I got to speak on this, but I'm not gonna stop snacking on my snack.
No, I'm not.
It was perfect. So, you know, I was feeling that so hard, sis. I can't even front.
Thank you. You know, and that really is sometimes how I come up with my content. It'll pop in my head, and I'll be like, you know what? I'm just gonna record. As you know, sometimes I post content of me, myself, but most of the times it's content of other people, you know?
Yeah, I can relate to that. I look, I'm pushing 3 and 4 gigs. I got no time to put my face on content. So I totally appreciate when others do it. And it's like, that's exactly what I would say. You know what I mean?
Yep, it saves a lot of time and energy. No need to reinvent the wheel. No need.
Especially at this age, all the wheels have been done.
Oh my gosh. I'm still taking in that you said you're over 60. I don't believe you, but anyways.
Thank you. I'm shocked too. It happened. I didn't know it was going to happen. I didn't have kids to distract me, so it just woke up and it happened.
Praise the Lord, because girl.
Hey, I can't say anything negative about it. What's next for you? What's next?
So, you know, I've definitely for years been saying that I want to take Young Black and Aware outside of just being an online community and building it into something more. So I've been thinking about either coming up and collaborating with other curators to create some sort of curriculum that we can share. As you know, they're going hard, banning critical race theory everywhere. And so, I feel like we have a cultural responsibility to come together. We don't have to wait on these schools to do anything. We have the power of the internet, social media, other people. We don't have to wait on these systems to teach us. So for me, I'm like, okay, well, how am I going to specifically leave my mark outside of Instagram? Because as you know, they're not for us. JD, I've been so many times shook because I just feel like they're going to delete my page one day and I'll just be gone. And they've done that to other creators. So
I know.
It's definitely something that's possible. To this day, I can't go live. Actually, that's what I wanted to post about today, was Black censorship on Instagram and social media in general, and how that's not being addressed. Right. That's what we need to talk about on Juneteenth. Why are you guys suppressing Black voices so hard?
Exactly. And I agree with you. Look, I have a small platform and I was shadow banned. I was like, wait, what? 6 months, 3 months, and 3 months more. I was like, what? Yeah. What is that about? So anytime Black creators say anything, and I think also the edge for them with me is the mental health component, because I'm always talking about adding mental health in there. Yes. And I just have a feeling that that's the buzzword, because there's no sense in anybody, with what I do trying to shut me down. So
they hate you because you come with the facts. You come with the facts. And they don't
that's
like
what
that.
It is. They don't like that.
But in addition to that, I also I want to start selling merch. I know I've been saying that forever, but I wasn't in a place financially or even with just time, right, to create the stuff. So I am definitely looking for support with that. Anybody listens to this in the future that knows about doing merch and wants to help someone, that is what I want to do next. I want people rocking Young, Black, and Aware everywhere.
Absolutely. Well, you gotta get that logo down, get it down, buy it, purchase it, lock it down, because it's strong, it's powerful, it should be on merch, and you need to make that happen. Get in your DMs and reach out to people. Just put it out there. Put it out there. Make a post about it. Just say, I want to start merch. Somebody will come out to you and they'll help you figure that out, because it needs to happen. And you need to lock it down, Leteria. Lock it down. Okay. Find out what it means to not have anybody use that again.
Okay. This was my reminder. Because I've definitely been thinking about, the trademarking and all that stuff, but the cash.
I know, but you'd be surprised how people will help you do what you need to do. I mean, I would donate to you getting it locked down. So put it out there. Put it out there. What your handles are. All right. Tell everyone.
Thank you.
Tell everybody where they can find you. What platforms are you?
You guys can find me on IG at Young, Black, and Aware. Young, Black, AND, Aware. You can also find us on Facebook. I do not post on Facebook as much, but I do try to, have what's posted on IG be posted on Facebook too. So you can find me there. What's next? Also a website, because I want to take the online community from just the IG to somewhere else, just in case they shut me down.
Look, here's what I'm saying to you. Number one, put it out there the way that you're putting it out there to get the support you need to make it happen. Get the merch out there. That's going to pay for the website.
Yes. Okay.
And the other thing is TikTok. Same thing on TikTok.
Yes.
Young, Black, and Aware.
Yeah, TikTok. Okay. Yeah. So on TikTok, I don't post as much. I'm more of like
but your performances are great.
Thank you. No she found my embarrassing dance video.
No, it's great. It's great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, look, we got to wrap up. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Obviously, we could talk for another hour, but Kevin will kill me.
No, literally. Kevin, thank you so much. And JD, this has been awesome. I was so nervous, and normally I'm not even nervous, but you made me feel like right at home. So thank you.
Look, I really value what you do. I value who you are. Don't let anybody fool you. This is work. It's emotional, weightlifting, bodybuilding, and your Black joy is a part of your authenticity, and it just balances the Black pain that you share. So thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you, JD. It's my honor, and I can't wait to see this because I'm excited.
Okay. Well, and not only that, after you promise that you will be back in several months after everything is up and running, I want you to have the final word. So are you making that promise to come back on and not forget about me when you blow up even bigger?
I'm coming back on, JD. I never forget where I came from. Ask about
right on. Right on, right on. Okay, you get the final word. Take us out about changing the narrative and what it means to you.
So changing the narrative means to me being myself authentically while showing people just how amazing Black people are. Like I can be myself fully, and I love that and I appreciate that. I don't hold back for nobody. I don't change up how I talk around anyone. This is the same me you get at work. It's the same me you get on Instagram, same me you get at home. So I'm just hoping that in being transparent and authentic, I can inspire other Black people to do the same.
Look, you see the shirt I'm wearing.
I really wish y'all would stop killing us. That's it. That's it. That's it.
That's my Juneteenth shirt.
I love it. I was looking for my Young Black and Aware t-shirt. I could not find it.
Time to make another.
Yes, that's a sign. That's a sign. But thank you so much, JD.
All right,
thank you, Kevin.
And you know, with that idea that you have, let's stay in touch, because I always like to try to figure out how to put a mental health component in there into the community. So we'll be in touch with each other.
Yes,
okay?
let's do that. Yes.
All right. All right. Take care, Leteria.
You got my number now.
Yeah,
Bye.
For sure. Bye.
Thank you.